Most guitarists think that epic solos are purely improvised, but the truth is they're mostly built on a framework that anyone can copy. To give you one great example of how this works, I'm going to break down John Mayer's epic live outro solo from Slow Dancing in a Burning Room, and when I show my students how to use this framework, it improves their solos dramatically. But what's most brilliant is you can use these tricks to improve your solos at whatever level you are. And the first thing is grabbing your listeners' attention early. I find that most intermediate guitarists start their solos too timidly or play too many notes. Now, there's nothing wrong with starting your solo slowly and building up, but like an epic movie, sometimes it's great to start with maximum impact. And Mayer starts his solo with this epic Stevie Ray Vaughan style lick. Now, Mayer has a problem to solve with this solo. It's 24 bars long, it's over a minute, and is played to an audience of people who, like most, just don't care that much about long guitar solos. But Mayer has a game plan which you can copy that brilliantly solves this problem. But back to the lick. It's technically impressive, but Mayer keeps the blues licks brief. He plays licks for just 2 bars. Less experienced guitarists often just play lick after lick after lick at exactly the same intensity, never knowing when to stop. When to stop. Stop! But without anything else to latch onto, it becomes exhausting for most listeners to digest. So to fix this, try this test, and I call it the Jack Nicholson test. You can say the words, "You can't handle the truth," but when Jack Nicholson delivers that line in the film A Few Good Men, he does it with an unforgettable intensity and conviction.
You can't handle the truth!
Do this yourself. Take a simple lick, and then play it with twice the intensity. And more often than not, your playing will sound much more engaging to listen to. Now, you need to know when to turn this on and off, but I find less experienced guitarists tend to play with not enough energy rather than too much. And once you've grabbed their attention, it's time to shift into something more melodic. Now, I've been fortunate to go to what feels like countless blues gigs, and one thing I've really noticed, after grabbing attention with an exciting lick, many guitarists just keep going with endless technical flash. And it's impressive, but it's exhausting after a while for most listeners. John Mayer understands this perfectly. After his attention-grabbing opening lick, he immediately changes focus. So let's hear it. Instead of playing more fast licks, he creates a simple melody using the most basic formula. He plays this simple melodic phrase, repeats it, slightly modifies it, and then he resolves it. It's nursery rhyme simple. Why? Because after the flashy intro, listeners need something easy and memorable to hook onto. In music, we call this hook a motif, a short repeating melody that listeners can instantly connect with. To create this simple melody, Mayer adds just one note, the second, to the basic minor pentatonic scale. So in this second step, we have created a simple melody and played it with conviction. Now that the listener is warmed up and engaged, it's time to add a bit of variety. After the initial melodic hook, Mayer moves up the neck and he plays 4 bars of bluesy licks. This simple move, playing higher on the neck, creates instant variety and keeps listeners interested. You can hear this in my playthrough at the end, but what's even more powerful is what he does next. He launches into 2 back-to-back melodic hooks. Let's hear that now. Solo, many guitarists would lose momentum at this point. They either repeat the same ideas too much, boring listeners, or jump around randomly, confusing them. Mayer solves this beautifully. He plays the first hook, which once again uses our basic formula. He plays the melody, repeats it twice with slight changes, and then resolves it to a root note. And then onto a second melodic hook, once again with the same formula. melody uses double stops, which is a more advanced idea, but if you can do those, is a great way to add a bit more variety to your solos. Now notice the bigger pattern emerging here. Now we still have the finish coming up, but let's see what we have so far. First, Mayer plays some blues licks which build tension. Then he plays a simple repetitive melodic hook which provides some release. Then he creates some more blues licks which create tension, and again he plays 2 more melodic hooks that provide release. This tension and release formula, lick melody, is a powerful template you can use right away. So try it at home with a backing track or jamming with your friends or playing a gig or whatever. It's a simple, repeatable approach that keeps your solos interesting and connected. But we're not done yet. Now it's time to bring it all home with a powerful conclusion. A lot of guitarists struggle to end their solos strongly. The solos simply fade out awkwardly without a satisfying resolution. John Mayer solves this beautifully by using a powerful trick called the callback. Let's see how he does it. Notice how Mayer wraps up this solo by playing a variation of the song's vocal melody. Instantly, listeners recognize it, so it creates this simple payoff that's really satisfying. Less experienced guitarists often overlook this, but if you're unsure how to finish your solo, simply return to the melody of the song itself. A casual listener will absolutely love this because our brains naturally crave familiarity and resolution. Think of it like the punchline of a well-crafted joke. And John Mayer has done stand-up.
Zone Muppet guys have been themselves. There's cookies on the table.
It's not for everyone. Here's how to do this yourself. You can do what Mayer does and just repeat the melody of the song, or you can repeat a melodic hook that you've created previously yourself. So here's the entire epic solo formula. I'll play through the whole thing so you can see how it all fits together, and there's a backing track and tabs to help you out in the link below. Solo which I found can teach you the most about melodic soloing is Sultans of Swing. And if you want to understand how to do those tricks, I'd watch this video next.